It's a competition, and my mission is to destroy you. It's not, I mean, like, I don't say it, like, we're playing, I'm not stopping at 30. Like, I'm gonna keep going until you figure out something else to do. Like, I'm gonna keep going.
Golden State, and this was when Steph was starting to catch fire. He was starting to turn into the chef. He came in and he said, I found it. He just kept saying, I found it. He don't like people standing on the side of him. He can shoot with you in front of him. He can shoot with you behind him. But on his side, he don't like that. I'm a guard in the second half. Shut him down again.
Listen, it doesn't matter if you have Steph Curry's jersey framed above your bed or believe his jump shot is basketball perfection. When it comes to a pure, no-nonsense one-on-one matchup, no screens, no set plays, and no Draymond Green setting those questionable picks, Kobe Bryant would dominate Stephen Curry without hesitation. This isn't a debate. The player who revolutionized the game with three-point shooting would be quickly humbled by the Black Mamba, and there's history to back it up. Picture the NBA in 2008, when the league was a true battlefield, not the whistle-heavy version we see today. Hand-checking was real, defense was physical, and players like Ron Artest, Bruce Bowen, and Tony Allen turned every possession into a fight. Now, drop a 185-pound Steph Curry into that environment. The same player teams still target defensively today.
Okay, so what'd you say? No order.
Okay. Bron, Jordan. I'm going Shaq just because he's the most dominant ever. And then fourth, we just had this debate. I would go Magic, but it's looking like Curry might have to find his way in there, honestly.
What Curry?
Just because of he's doing and the way that I love Kobe, but he was never the best player to me, like watching him.
Okay.
Just because he got the most misses ever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But back to Curry. His resume and the way he changed the game, he's the best shooter ever. Carried USA. Like, there ain't nothing that he ain't did.
Listen, it doesn't matter if you have Steph Curry's jersey framed above your bed or believe his jump shot is basketball perfection. When it comes to a pure, no-nonsense one-on-one matchup, no screens, no set plays, and no Draymond Green setting those questionable picks, Kobe Bryant would dominate Stephen Curry without hesitation. This isn't a debate. The player who revolutionized the game with three-point shooting would be quickly humbled by the Black Mamba, and there's history to back it up. Picture the NBA in 2008, when the league was a true battlefield, not the whistle-heavy version we see today. Hand-checking was real, defense was physical, and players like Ron Artest, Bruce Bowen, and Tony Allen turned every possession into a fight. Now, drop a 185-pound Steph Curry into that environment. The same player teams still target defensively today would be forced to survive relentless pressure and physicality.
No one. I'm not trying to be like, but that's what I do. If there's going to be a player that beat me, he retired on that last shot in Utah in '98. No debate, but
let's strip away the Warriors' fancy motion offense for a moment. Take away the elevator screens. Remove Draymond Green's mysterious moving picks that referees somehow never seem to notice. What's left? A 6'2" guard who cannot consistently create his own shot against elite defenders the way Kobe Bryant could. It's that simple. And let's talk facts. When Steph Curry won his first championship in 2015, who did he actually beat? A broken Cavaliers team missing both Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love.
Kid at Davidson.
Who couldn't get a scholarship to Virginia Tech. Like, there was a whole bunch of that stuff, yeah.
If you talked about him at all, and you probably didn't, but if you did, it was just like, oh yeah, Dale Curry's son. He's at Davidson. Like a good mid-major player. That's all he was. He was not an NBA prospect.
The very next season, the Warriors went up 3-1 in the finals and looked completely untouchable until LeBron James and Kyrie Irving turned up the physicality. The moment the pressure hit, Steph Curry unraveled. He tossed his mouthpiece, got ejected in Game 6, and melted down on the biggest stage imaginable. That's the so-called transcendent superstar people want to crown. Meanwhile, Kobe Bryant was averaging 35 points per game in an era when teams struggled to even reach 100 points. On January 22, 2006, Kobe dropped 81 points with no super team, no elite spacing, just Smush Parker and Kwame Brown standing in the corner watching a legend go to work. There is no universe where Steph Curry pulls that off. He couldn't even win a Finals MVP while playing next to Kevin Durant. The greatest shooter ever had a top 15 all-time teammate and still couldn't claim that award. Let that sink in.
When people go to the free throw line and they're nervous about it, well, what are you really nervous about? If you unpack that, okay, you're nervous that you're going to miss the shot. All right, so you miss the shot, then what happens? People are going to be embarrassed. You're going to be embarrassed because thousands of people, millions of people see you miss the shot. All right, and then what? People are going to talk bad about you. And so you're looking at it and go, are those things even important? You're worried about letting your teammates down? Okay, have you let them down before? Oh, I'm sure, in practice and things of that nature, right? They're still there.
Yeah.
You know? And so when you're able to unpack it, you kind of look at it for what it is, which is really not.
Now imagine a one-on-one game to 11, first possession. Steph Curry has the ball, dribbling like he's in an all-star weekend skills challenge, searching for just enough space to fire off a quick release three. But Kobe Bryant is waiting. 6'6", 220 pounds of pure focus and killer instinct, pressing him full court and taking away every inch of daylight. Kobe is in Steph's jersey before the dribble even hits the floor. Steph
All the time.
All right, we'll enjoy every minute of it. Thanks for being with us.
Plus, by the way, I want to actually see him shoot the ball and be on my team. Shoot, man. I didn't come here to watch him pass the ball the damn time.
Kobe Bryant had a 6'11" wingspan, longer than some NBA centers, which meant he was contesting every shot and suffocating the ball with his length. When Steph tried to drive past him, it wouldn't matter. Kobe would body him the entire way, hand-checking, bumping, and turning the paint into a war zone. Now flip the script and give Kobe the ball. What's Steph doing then? Honestly, just hoping.
With LeBron having
Dang,
21,
your expectations are insane, brother.
does that play on your
This is the same Kobe Bryant who hunted mismatches for sport. Chris Paul, one of the greatest defensive point guards of all time, couldn't stop him. So the idea that Stephen Curry, a player who has been targeted defensively by James Harden in the playoffs, would slow down the Black Mamba is hard to take seriously. Steph would be a traffic cone in that matchup. But the real difference between them goes beyond physical tools. It's mental toughness. Kobe was built from steel. He played through a torn Achilles, calmly knocked down 2 free throws, and then walked off the court. Broken fingers? He taped them up and dropped 40. A damaged shoulder? He'd switch shooting hands if he had to. His pain tolerance was unreal, and his drive was unmatched. By contrast, Steph has sat out games for load management and missed the entire 2020 season while the Warriors tanked for draft position. That's not toughness, it's business. And the moment that exposed everything came in the 2021 play-in tournament, Lakers versus Warriors. A 36-year-old LeBron James looked at Steph and said, "I want him." And when it mattered most, LeBron locked him up.
The thing where he's picking me up full court in a preseason game in the first quarter. I'm like, when you turn around, he's like this, like standing there and like doing defensive slides. Like, so he stays with me for like 4 or 5 slides, and then he bumps me and I kind of like fall off balance. So I'm actually gassed at this point. I'm tired. I got no option. I'm like, I'm just going to shoot it and live with it. And I shot it from probably 30 feet and I made it. And then I act like nothing happened. And he gave me like the little ass tap on the way back. And I couldn't even acknowledge that either. I kind of just like knocked him off. And I went right back in at halftime. I was like, I need that clip.
In that moment, Steph went 1 for 5 in crunch time, unable to even get a clean look, while the so-called greatest shooter ever was getting clamped by a veteran old enough to be his coach. And before anyone starts blaming eras or rule changes, let's be honest about who Kobe Bryant was torching on a nightly basis. Allen Iverson, arguably the quickest guard in NBA history, couldn't stay in front of him. Tracy McGrady, a 6'8" wing with elite scoring ability, got lit up repeatedly. Vince Carter, one of the most athletic players ever, became just another highlight reel victim. Even a young LeBron James, the chosen one, caught 48 points to the head in Cleveland like it was a casual scrimmage. These weren't role players, they were legends, and Kobe made them look ordinary. That's the real difference. Kobe didn't need anyone to make him great. When Shaquille O'Neal left in 2004, people said the Lakers were finished. Kobe responded by averaging 35 points per game and dragging a roster led by Smush Parker and Chris Mim to the playoffs. And when
Only won because of Shaq. As unfair as that is, Magic never won without Cap. Right? Michael never won without Scottie. Here I am getting stuck with this argument, which is not fair, but yet this is the argument people will make, and I'm not okay with that. And so therefore I knew, okay, I gotta.
Now take Steph Curry and drop him back into 2004 against the Detroit Pistons. Ben Wallace is sending his shots into the cheap seats, while Chauncey Billups is bullying him like it's a weight room drill. Let's be real, Curry wouldn't survive 2 weeks in that era, and the gap in killer instinct between these two is massive. When Kobe Bryant decided to end you, the game was over before the third quarter finished. Just ask the Dallas Mavericks about the night Kobe dropped 62 points in 3 quarters, outscoring their entire team, then sat the fourth just to let the embarrassment sink in. That wasn't just dominance, it was psychological warfare. Meanwhile, Steph is known for shimmying, dancing, and laughing. That's fun in the regular season, but when the lights get bright and Draymond is suspended, that energy disappears. Instead, you see Steph fouled out, yelling at refs while his team collapses. That's not killer instinct, that's panic. And defensively, there's no comparison. Kobe made 12 all-defensive teams. 12! He guarded the best players in the world while dropping 30 on them. Steph? 0. Teams literally built playoff game plans around hunting him on defense. Just look at how Houston attacked him possession after possession. Nobody ever hunted Kobe. That was a death wish. And since people love to talk efficiency, let's address it. Steph's elite efficiency comes from wide-open threes created by the most advanced screening system ever designed. Kobe had no such luxury. He created offense through pure grit, double-team fadeaways, contested mid-range jumpers, and drives into 3 defenders because his teammates couldn't create anything. Yet he